very pleased to announce today that we're establishing a new garden called the People's Garden at the USDA headquarters in honor of President Lincoln. Now, this garden is going to add 612 square feet of planted space to an existing garden traditionally planted to ornamentals, bringing the total size to more than 2,500 square feet. With this garden, we'll also demonstrate conservation practices for landowners. Our Agricultural Research Service is composting waste from our own cafeterias and recycling it in the back for use in the garden. And it will be organic. We will not use fertilizer or pesticide. In just a few minutes, and with a little help, I'll take the first chips out of the 1,250 square feet of asphalt right over here. Now, you've heard of paving over farmlands. Well, we're taking a reverse action today. This morning, we're reclaiming this patch of earth with an asphalt breaking. Now, I'm declaring this strip of pavement permanently closed. As we move into the spring season, we'll return this area to natural turf grasses. This action will help reduce heat generation from the pavement. It will provide public space for visitors to enjoy. It will provide better storm water management by reducing asphalt surfaces, a clear benefit to the Chesapeake Bay watershed, and it will sequester greenhouse gases. In these ways, this small garden demonstrates how gardens all across this great land can absorb carbon dioxide and how communities nationwide can raise awareness about global warming. This garden, I hope, also sends a good positive message to all of our federal partners and other agencies in the Chesapeake Bay watershed area that we can take immediate action to improve our own landscape footprinting. In line with last year's Farm Bill, USDA is investing over $90 million per year in voluntary conservation practices in this watershed. That effort must start right here with good stewardship at the headquarters complex.
Welcome to the Sustainable Landscape Partnership in the USDA Witten building. We've got a 6-acre site here. Might not seem like a lot in the context of being able to, regulate climate and mitigate the impacts of stormwater runoff. But when we think about the USDA landscape in the context of a whole family, of a whole nation, of national forest, district headquarters offices, NRCS properties, the chance to really get our own house in order, to literally and figuratively to control stormwater to mitigate it on site. This is our first step. This is the concept plan for the Witten landscape, basically removing a good portion of our front lawn and restoring it back to native grasses, tearing up pavement and driveways and creating bioswales, bringing vegetable gardens in that will be used, the compost from the cafeteria will be used to fertilize, to grow vegetables that can then be sold back at a farmer's market, a local farmer's market. We have a pathway that we've kind of created with a education plaza. 25 million people visit the National Mall every year. So what we're trying to do is engage them not just in the sustainability aspect of this landscape, but also in the USDA program. We have ARS, which is our Ag Research Service, developing and cultivating native grasses and native plants, which we're going to bring in, restoring some of kind of the prairie, the ecosystem as well, and successioning that into a larger kind of forested ecosystem for rainwater retention and rainwater infiltration. Here in the kind of what was now the front used car lot, as we like to call it, we want to basically
the front door.
By the front door, we want to basically open up the stairway that will connect back to the Museum of American History. Porous pavement, really create a people's plaza that could then be bury cisterns within the steps, lighted, and celebrate that front entrance to USDA, as well as to the National Mall. The Visitor Center and the Interpretation Center is so big. As I mentioned, 25 million people are coming to the National Mall every year. We want to be able to bring them in, to educate them and engage them in what USDA is doing here in Washington, D.C. and nationally. We have butterfly gardens and children's gardens, again, to take advantage of some of the kids and the schools that are proximate to the site, as well as really making it an active space. You can see a number of the benches, a number of the sitting places for people within USDA, to be able to kind of come out and relax and take advantage, and also people that are coming into the site. So that's the quick and dirty. Do you have anything to add on that?
Removing the exotic species that are growing around here, replacing them with natives. We have a whole program of new street trees planned to go in. Again, increasing infiltration. It's going to be a fun visitors destination, we hope. We have so many tourists that come by this spot from the Tourmobile, from the Metro, that we hope to catch many of them and give them a good overview of what USDA is doing.